horses, I'll swim through the sea, I'll climb to the mountain tops. Won't you come follow me? I'll take time to notice all that I see, and after I've come so far, you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. But life is a vision, that's how it should be. The world is a canvas, and the choices are free. At the end of the journey, where all is complete, they'll all wonder where I've gone, but you know where I'll be. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. Our dreams last forever, for all that we know. The roads come together, and that's where we'll go. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. Ooh, we'll fly away, fly away, fly away, fly away home. We'll fly away, fly away, fly away.
I like that little fade out. How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pigeon. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you're watching a show that is essentially a podcast, but we edit out a television show from this that airs that airs in Hawaii and in Las Vegas. I don't know why I have a mental block for saying that, but on Sundays only, though. Every day here in Hawaii, but only on Sundays.
Yeah, it is the end of the week, so it's been a long.
Yeah, I know. It's been a rough one. Let's wait. Hold on. Let me go to this shot. Take our names off the off the bottom there. And by the way, we have a special guest, Ryan Ozawa, a longtime friend of mine. Papi Cheney, mahalo for gifting a sub to Vicky Asato. I appreciate that. Mahalo nui loa. That's right there. And what's this? And Rick S. is gifting a sub to Cindy Krause. Oh, have you seen her turtle video?
I did.
Pet turtle
so,
video?
So cute.
Oh, amazing. Okay. Let's say how's it to some. Speaking of Rick S., there he is right there. Hey, how's it? And then Johnny Rocks Hollywood. Oh, same bat time, same bat station. Ooh, showing your age on that one. E.T. Guerrero, mahalo for being here. Love Pat Pack. Thanks, F, for showing face. And here's C. Honda, one of our moderationists. Appreciate you being here. I'm feeling safer already. Yeah. And then Darlene S. there. Whoa, did I get Darlene? This mouse. Come on, mouse. Never mind giving me grief. Right there. Hey, Jake Briones. Am I saying that correct, James?
Yep,
What do you think?
that looks right.
Looks there.
Sounds right.
Yeah. I think this is someone new. Andy and James and the whole Hamajang gang. Jake, is this your first time here, or did you used to have another name or avatar? I remember the avatars. That's how I remember people, you know?
Well, if he knows the Hamajang gang, he's been here before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know.
And also it says James.
Great detective work.
Yes.
Thank you so much. By the way, our guest, you've probably seen him on some of the local television shows in Hawaii. He's the go-to guy when people have questions about tech. So start putting on your thinking caps, gang. And, you know, now I'm not saying he's the Yoda of tech and can answer every single question, but he's pretty darn good at it. And I've known him since well, I'll ask him, I'll see if he remembers. Please help me welcome Ryan Ozawa.
Hey.
How's it, Ryan?
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here. This is a very impressive setup.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, I always tell people that you and I go back, and they go, well, how long have you known Ryan? I said, well, let's put it this way. Twitter was just starting. Do you remember that? And,
Yeah.
and you had the wherewithal to use the Twitter handle at Hawaii. Oh, boy. How many times have people tried to buy that from you?
Buy never, steal often. So, I'm not sure what that means.
Really? They tried to
Oh, yeah.
steal it?
On Instagram in particular, that one's the I think the hot property.
Wow.
They changed my phone service to get at my text messages, all sorts of things.
Wow.
And other states, when Hawaii does, any of our legislators does something questionable, you get hate mail, right?
Oh yeah, or when I forget. Yep, certainly I was apparently responsible for a fake birth certificate for someone at some point, and all sorts of things like that. And certainly when there was an incoming North Korean missile, it got very busy.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Hey, here, Garrett. How's it, Uncle Bumatai? I have uncle status now, bro. And Ryan, when your hair goes white, you too will have uncle status. Okay.
I want my hair to go white, but I think it's just going away. Is the timer?
Well, you know what? There's only one thing worse than receding a hairline. Advancing hairline, because pretty soon you can't see. Papi Cheney, thank you for gifting another sub. That's on the Twitch side for the people who are unfamiliar with it. Oh, you know what? Oh no, we're not on. I almost said I forgot to click the timer, but this is the internet part. Whoo, those are nice shirts. Ooh, thank you, Andy and Jim. Now, mine I got from Savers.
Oh.
Yeah, on Kupuna Day for a 10% discount on the already used price. So I spent about $10. Are you ready, Ryan? Check this out. And where did you get your shirt?
My shirt?
Yes.
This beautiful shirt that I have on right here, I got it from Oahu Golf Apparel.com. Which,
yeah,
a lot of people my size have a hard time finding big shirts.
What size is that?
This is a 6XL, Andy.
6XL.
Yes, it's comfortable, it's light, it's breathable, and it has a collar so that I can wear it to fancy places.
Like court.
Yeah. Yes. As the lawyer. How about that?
There you go.
But yeah,
Hi, Mary
your
Jane.
shirt. Get your shirt. WildGolfApparel.com.
Oh my goodness.
And when you're out there and it's hot and you're in your beautiful Wild Golf Apparel shirt, get yourself some of this delicious Hawaii volcanic water.
Oh yeah, there you got it. You got to turn this so they can see the label. But hold on. Let's give you the full pimp shot here.
There we go.
There you go. Bing.
Hawaii volcanic water in this beautiful, fully recycled water bottle.
So the it's recycled before they put water in it.
Yes.
Oh, now I didn't know that. I learned something here today.
Yes, please recycle. Be
Yes.
pono. Do what's right. Hawaii volcanic water. Thank you so much.
This whole product placement thing works like a charm, don't you think, Ryan?
Mostly, absolutely. I mean, it's not like we need to shill ourselves out for anything that we really don't care about and we're not passionate about. I mean,
We're not passionate about it. Aren't you
happens to
sure?
come up naturally in conversation, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
What-
what flavor would that be of the Hawaiian Sun that you're drinking?
The classic, the passion orange. My son dressed up as a can of this for Halloween one year.
Oh, really?
Oh.
And before you take another sip, Ryan, you should open it.
For the audio enjoy for the ASMR community.
Oh,
you can see
here we
this.
go.
Yeah, yeah. We cover everything.
Here we go.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, that's so AMSR.
Yeah.
I'm now at peace.
Yeah, I feel much better too. Now, normally I wouldn't go with this whole AMSR thing because as president of Dyslexics Against Acronyms, I have to tell you that was a little rough for me.
Well, you did get it wrong too.
Did I
Yes,
get it wrong? I knew it. Okay. I'm going to talk to Selena. You guys making me feel bad. How's it, Selena, all the way from Pennsylvania? Thank you for being here. We have our guest, Ryan Ozawa, on screen here. And Brada and I go way back. We're kind of techie hangouts and all sorts of things. We'll get into that when we do the TV part. But right now, we're just introducing people. Hey, Colleen, coming in from Lawton, Oklahoma.
Hey,
Yeah.
be good barbecue out there.
Yeah, you know, whenever I see Oklahoma, I'm always reminded of this comic who introduced me in Vegas, right? And he said, all the way from Honolulu, and I said, you know, bro, it's Honolulu, not Honolulu. And he goes, what's the difference? And I went, okay, bro, you know. So I go to introduce him the next day, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He goes, brah. No, he didn't say bro. He said, dude, it's like Oklahoma, not Oklahoma. And I went, oh, bro, what's the difference? I know. Auntie Bagel, who was there the very first day that we went live, she was the one that went, no, you're live. Hey, Kehaulani, I got your email. Mahalo, bro. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. I passed on to James that you thought he's a wonderful addition to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's from Gary right there.
I appreciate it.
Kehaulani.
I do bring some shirts and water to the show. So.
Yeah, look at this, Ellen. Andy and James. Awesome T-shirt.
I do gotta say,
T-shirt?
Ryan has a beautiful shirt on as well.
Well, tell us about your shirt, Ryan.
Well, first of all, I only wear green Aloha shirts, so that's my primary outfit. So I never need to worry about deciding anything. But I'm sorry to say, this comes from the small, tiny, indigenous, handcrafted, bespoke manufacturer known as Amazon.com.
Ooh, yeah, they're going to be something one day. I truly believe that.
They're going to be. I mean, they're going to sell everything.
Okay, here's a little geeky thing for you. Okay, we had a conversation on this show one time. I want your opinion on this. I said, right, because we were looking at old things, and we looked at a Sears catalog. And I said, Sears completely blew it. They should have been Amazon. They had the catalog, they had the delivery system. All they would have had to do was build a website, and there was some guy at Sears going, oh, that newfangled website thing, that's just a fad. What's your opinion on that?
I think that nobody can ever see the extinction level event that's coming for them. So one of the very few companies I think that made that pivot was Netflix. Probably, I still have like 6 or 7 envelopes of DVDs here that they're probably wondering about.
Are you waiting to return to Blockbuster?
Yeah. Oh, well, so there you go again. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. No, I mean, but I remember, but it allows us to be nostalgic for things like Sears catalogs, just giant books where you can buy everything from camisoles to a house. It's just fantastic.
or in James's case, a house that looks like a camisole.
Wow, yeah.
A
Combined.
6X shirt.
Same size.
Same size. Oklahoma. Okay, wait, I got to get to the bottom of the chat. It's moving quick like a swift over here. TV Nut 911. Hey, how you? At guest. Oh, I guess you're. Yeah, if you watch the television show and are here because of that, just put TV in the chat so we know. Okay. So, hold on, my brain. If you see smoke coming out of my ears, that's because I'm trying to decide what we should do, and I'm thinking maybe it's time to do a segment.
I was thinking that.
Okay.
I was waiting to see if you were going to explode or not.
I know. I know. By the way, Rick, let me know how the levels go. Nunny's not here, and she said that you would let me know. Sometimes my level is low or high or whatever, because, I'm deaf as a doornail. Everybody knows that. Whew, I know. So we'll figure that one out. Oh, Auntie Bagel hugging Marmac. Oh, it's cute. The little hug emotes or whatever they're called. And where? Oh man, we got 3 moderationists here today.
Nice.
Hi, Ann. How's school going? Ann is in school, Ryan, learning to be a digital marketer. She's got an intensive course, and she was one of the Hamajang gang. Kind of got into what we're doing, and then I said, "Hey, well, let me show you the analytics." And she went, "Whoa!" And isn't it fun when somebody goes, "Bing"? Ah, I get it. And then off to the races.
Especially if you can exploit their labor. Totally.
Okay, we're going to do a segment. Ryan, hang out because he and I do the first one. Oh, you know what? I'm going to try to find that that video. I forgot. I'm telling James, I forgot to cue something up, and then let's see. Here, Iolani. No, that's not it. Crime. Oh, pay per state. There we go. Yeah. We'll do that. Okay, I think I have it. Okay, chill for about 8 minutes, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, and I'll give you that star introduction. Yeah, there you go. Just peek through. Okay. Oh, so now first thing we do is we go. Oh, we don't do
The title sequence.
because we have the title sequence. Okay. Let's start here though, just in case, so I can find it in the edit. Because yes, I'm the one that edits it. I'll take full responsibility. Here we go.
Hey, how's it? Like a full-time job.
Yeah. Good thing neither of us are working.
And then tell me what you have. It's so funny.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are watching a television show that is edited from a podcast. And that's why it says podcast right there. Okay? And the reason I mention that is because every once in a while, you'll see someone's name pop up on the screen. Like here's Rick S. saying, Brian, if can, join us in the chat. Yeah, and he's saying, join us in the chat. And what that means is when we're doing the live portion of the show, right, there is an ongoing chat here. In fact, I'll show it to you here. See, it looks like this right here. You see all these people? These are all people who chat. And if I see someone like Love Pat right here, right, I can clickanize her and boom, she ends up on the screen like that. So that's what we're doing for the people who are going, what the heck are these messages popping up?
This is the message from the Hamajang gang.
The Hamajang gang.
Yeah,
That
which
is what
you can join.
Yeah. If all you have to do to join the Hamajang gang, it's very complicated. You just chat. That's all there is. We broadcast every weekday at 3 p.m. on most major networks, right? And what you do is just search my name, Andy Bumatai, right there, and so that James doesn't feel left out. There's his name too. Okay?
It's me.
I know.
Thank you.
That's we got all that. Oh, I have all kinds of fancy graphics. You've seen this one. Check this one out. Ooh, beauteous, huh?
It's moving too.
I know, it's moving. That's it.
So you can join us in the chat 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch,
LinkedIn.
Yep, LinkedIn. And
Believe
you
it or
can
not.
join us while we tape or we make this attempt to make this TV show.
Yeah, and you'll be able to see all the backstage stuff that we do, and then and then if you come back after that, you are a glutton for punishment. Because I got to tell you,
That's why
you're watching this television show right now. I know there are other choices, and guess what? We appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Must be the remote control. The battery died, and they just stuck on this channel.
Yeah, or it's one of those who does that joke? Is it Daryl Bonilla where he goes, "You ever be so lazy? The remote is across the room, and you're like, oh man, I guess I'm watching Lifetime."
Yeah, Daryl Bonilla. Yeah.
Daryl Bonilla, great. We got to have Daryl on. I asked him, but he works during the week, and he can't do it. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna attempt to do to bring up this.
Video.
Yeah, it's a video, and what it is, Howard Deshefsky. No.
Other Howard.
Oh, Howard Dykes.
Yeah.
Dykes did a thing on how much the median, which is a word that's new to me.
I just know it as
you know what?
the thing
I
on the
can't-
road. The thing on the road that you did.
I can't do it like this. I was just going to play it, but it has to be. Oh, you know what? I got to do it really clunky. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, wait, hold on. I got to do it clunky-ish.
Then let's do
Here.
it clunky.
Well, here, let me show you. I have to do this first.
The strong winds are also
and then
impacting
I
the
have
neighbor
to-
islands.
and I have to
Boats
blow a,
becoming loose, power
Joe
outages,
with
and
this.
strange.
There.
I liked it that way.
Well, that's so we can editorialize. If I
6:18
did
right
it
now.
the
Time
other
for
way.
Howard's Illustrated Economics.
Median
this.
pay for job stayers, Howard.
Job stayers, people who don't change jobs over the course of 12 months.
That was
this
clunky,
is the
too.
median pay for
I
job
thought so.
stayers, people who are still in the same job. So how well did they
Stayers.
do not taking a new job?
When I grew up,
This is
stayers was
based
what
on
you
data
take when you don't
aggregated
like
by
use the
ADP in
elevator.
February. Median
me
pay
was-
in Hawaii
bro, what you
was
staring at?
$50,000.
Look this, though.
$50,000,
Hawaii is
which means
50,000
half made more, half
median.
made less. Which Western states were higher than that? Well, Alaska and Washington State are at about 60 grand, so half the job stayers
no,
making
not worth
more than
10,000 to
60
live in
grand.
Alaska.
California's median wage is only slightly lower than that. Arizona is under 52, and then comes Hawaii with its 50K median. Oregon is just a tad behind that. Nevada is less, it's close to 48, and Utah is a little under 48. Again, these median wages apply only to people working the same jobs as a year ago. Wages for people switching to new jobs tend to be much higher than that.
Wow. People switching to new jobs are higher.
They are.
Because they haven't figured out that they're sneaking off to the break room. No, but you know what? James and I would like to apologize
Sorry.
to everyone in Hawaii because, I'm sure we're responsible for lowering the median.
We bring down the curb.
We bring down the curve. We are the curve. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, Ann says, I only have the final group project left. And this is Ann who's studying digital marketing. Go cool. So she will be back. Hey, Facebook user, if you're on the user group on Facebook, Daily Pigeon Live, go down. There's a link there where you can tell Ecamm Live that it's okay for us to see your name unless you don't want to. And that's why you see Facebook user like that.
Incognito.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we want to remind everybody on television, I am remiss. We have a special guest, Ryan Ozawa, who will be joining us for the next 5 segments. He's the tech guy here in Hawaii that most of the television stations go to when they have questions that are technical. And sometimes it's about scams, sometimes it's about iPhones, sometimes it's about social media. He's a well-rounded guy. I've known him for a long time. We go back to when Twitter first started.
Maybe he can help us out with some of the menehunes that attack these cameras every now and then.
No, let's not bother him with that because
Oh, and then if you guys have any questions, you should hit up Andy Bumatai at his email address.
Oh, yes.
Which is
right here. Info@bumatai.com for you people on television who maybe want to go, where you stay live? Right?
we all live. We always live. I breathing, I stay alive.
we should have called this show Half Alive. When I was with Booga Booga, we did an album called Half Alive because half of it was produced and half of it was alive. Yeah, there we go. Hey, look at Medium 7-Ups. I just read something about that. Some people switch jobs on purpose just because they make more money than staying where they are. Well, guess what? We're not going to stay where we are. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back with Ryan Ozawa after this. No go away. Okay, Mo'okam.
So one down, yeah?
Yeah, okay, that's one. Oh, yeah, one down. That's our back slate, Ryan. We do this so when I'm editing, I know that this is the end of the segment. This would have been the one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going to reset that. We got the 8 minutes. Whoo. You know what? Iskivert, am I saying that right?
Iskivert?
Iskivert. I know, that's the guy who sounds like you're talking backwards. His name. Hey, LOL, aloha hemajang gang, you're hired. Oh, I like that. Hey, Brenda. Oh, look at this picture. Who is that?
Nice.
Is that somebody famous? Aloha from Massachusetts. Thanks.
If I had to guess, I said Patsy Cline.
Yeah, it looks like that era. You okay, Ryan? You don't want to go. Hey, you know what? I changed my mind.
How's the sound?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Rick S. has gifted another sub. Mahalo, Rick. I appreciate that. And are our levels okay, Rick? You can put it in, usually I have Nani on my bat phone here.
He commented early that it sounded good.
It sounded good?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Do you want to start the second segment?
Okay, now I'm suspect of Nani. She always says I'm too soft. I go, how can I be soft? What? Yeah, still good, Andy. Oh, mahalo, Rick. How are you? Let me know if I need to bring up Ryan once he starts, vala'oing small kind. Okay. Mahalo, so generous. Yeah, Pualani thanking Rick S for the gift sub. Mean. Hey, Ryan, before we get into it, what platform are you normally on? I mean, is it Twitch or YouTube or?
I'm wherever they'll still let me go. Being deplatformed is a hobby of mine. I have.
No, you have not been deplatformed, have you?
I'm still blogging. I'm still doing my newsletter on Substack now. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, Buddy Freaky. We're gonna read Buddy Freaky's. We are getting the atmospheric river from Hawaii here in California. Okay, and Ware thinks that's awful funny. Ooh, you got to laugh there. Okay, let's do another segment. We'll come back. I'm gonna clickanize this. So this is segment 2, right? Okay, segment 2. Let's go to the Mo'okam. Yeah, you ready, Ryan? You're on deck. Okay. Let me go first to here. Okay. And then, 2. Right, this is segment 2. I can't tell you how much easier it is to do that since we started this. Then I go here, and then I click this. And we're back. Thank you so much for rejoining the Daily Pidgin. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And I know you didn't come back to see us. You came back to see the tech man himself, the go-to guy in Hawaii, all the TV stations. You've seen him talk about iPhones and scammers and social media. Please help me welcome my good buddy, Mr. Ryan Ozawa. How's it?
Aloha. Hi, Andy. Hi, James. Good to be here. I like that when you previously mentioned I was well-rounded. I am. I'm very rounded. I'm kind of aspiring to James's level of roundness.
Well, I'm more of like a bass or cello.
Well, good luck getting to to James's status because Brother is sponsored by Oahu Golf Apparel.
Thank you.
And when you need a 6X, then you talk to him.
I'm working my way there.
So tell me, Ryan, was I fairly accurate? Many of the television stations call you up and ask you questions about stuff. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's like a dial a nerd situation. Like I have no idea what the person's saying. What are those acronyms? What end do you plug this thing into? I'm pretty much like to make myself available to help them out.
Well, why do they keep asking you back then?
Probably because my rates are very, very reasonable. I think they're probably similar to the rates you and James charge for your talents. Yeah, bringing the medium salaries down. That's our specialty for sure.
That's our specialty right there. Well, let me ask you this. Hey, look, Jose is in the house. Hey, Jose, how you, brother? I hear you're on the road with two more. Congratulations. Brian, let me ask you this. What's your favorite tech as of late?
Oh gosh, like any easily distracted um, person who should be acting his age but isn't. Of course, everybody's all playing with artificial intelligence and having it write poetry and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's been a ton of fun. But right now is kind of a period where geolocation is becoming exciting again. And I'm not sure if you remember, I think you've probably done more than a few YouTube shows with people who did geocaching, which was like
Yeah.
treasure
And
hunting, GPS,
geofencing,
stuff
that
like
type of
that,
thing?
or Ingress where you run around, or Pokemon Go obviously
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
big one.
obviously.
So yeah, playing around with maps has been my current obsession. There's a new site called Gowalla, which was really big back in the day that you and I played around on Twitter. Everybody was checking into restaurants and
Yeah.
places and malls
Yeah.
on Foursquare and Gowalla. So yeah, Gowalla is back, and it's been pretty cool.
Look at this here. Ann Ware says every guy in marketing class is obsessed with Chat GPT.
Sounds about right, because people say the Chat GPT is going to put us marketers out of business. So watch out.
Yeah, and they say the podcasters, right? I mean, the AI, they have AI podcasts now. Am I wrong?
Well, my favorite experiment was on Twitch, where they basically gave ChatGPT the outline of the TV show Seinfeld,
Yeah.
and everything that it wrote was acted out on screen by animated characters, and it was basically a 476-hour episode of Seinfeld written by ChatGPT. So yeah, we're all going to be out of work pretty soon.
Well, yeah. First the car companies, I was installing fenders, and now the podcasting thing is going to be history. So, when someone asks you, and I did this earlier, so are you Mac or Windows?
I'm I like to think that I'm I'm very promiscuous, but I am fairly loyal deep down in my heart to the overpriced line of hardware from Apple. But I have a Pixel phone. I have phones that no one's ever heard of running operating systems that are dead. I had an Apple Newton. I had, I just like anything with buttons, or even things without buttons.
But do you remember back in the day when we were building boxes, when there were those small little mom and pop type, you could buy a motherboard and a power supply and throw a Windows box together for next to nothing, right?
You can still do that. In fact, my youngest son did that about 4 years ago. And, it was a lot easier when you had a Circuit City or an IC supply where you could go and pick out your favorite transistor. But now everything is, you got to buy all of your pieces online. It almost seems kind of weird to be using a high-tech piece of technology to order the pieces to help you put together a low-tech piece of technology. But that's the way humanity has sort of worked out.
That's called advancement.
It's called retro. It's called appreciating your elders.
Well,
he definitely had more respect for me after he shocked himself a few times.
Well, I mean, the reason I laugh, I just ordered an antenna for over-the-air to pick up over-the-air broadcasting, and believe me, I got Netflix and Apple, Apple TV and all this stuff, and I'm going, gee, I wonder how that would work. The old box,
No, that's actually pretty smart, because you're going to still have some digital broadcasters in your region, and you don't have to pay the local cable company to get the local news and stuff like that.
Go ahead.
It comes down to when the revolution comes, or when the hurricane comes, or etc. The more independent you are, the better. Everybody's a survivalist now.
Well, you know what? It's the only way I can get the station that we put this television on without buying a whole box and another TV. I haven't had a television in 20 years. Everything I do on the net. Do you watch much television?
Not TV like you. Thanks to my kids, we subscribe to pretty much every service out there, including some I don't know what they are, and I should
Wow.
probably check. But yeah, we collectively watch a lot of streaming programming.
Yeah, but it's been a while since you've watched Lost.
Oh, I miss Lost. Still
know.
an amazing piece of IP that has not yet been brought back. It will be. It's inevitable, but not
Yeah.
yet.
But if you don't know, Ryan had a blog, I guess it was, about Lost that was #1 in the country
Wow.
when they were on the air. He did phenomenal stuff, and then I guess at some point, you just went, you know what, I'm done with this. Bink, what? Everybody went, what are you nuts? You're the man. Oh.
One of the few people who were better known for quitting a podcast than for starting one. Yes.
That's so well put. Hey, gang, we're going to be back with more of Ryan, and we're going to talk tech. If you have some questions, start loading them up, because when we come back, we'll deal with them as best we can. Thanks for watching the Daily Pigeon. We'll be right back.
Got it.
Bink! Hold on. Oh my God, this is back slate 2. There we go. Let's go to here and
Hey, Blue Note.
who's that?
Felicia Nichols.
Oh, Felicia Nichols. Oh, she from the Blue Note?
Hello from Tennessee. My husband and I enjoyed the show at the Blue Note.
Oh, here, yes. Oh, damn, I enjoyed the show at the Blue Note. It was awesome. Well, thank you, Felicia, for being there. James and I were just performing at the Blue Note in Waikiki with Augie Tolba. And, full house and great audience.
Yep, awesome audience.
Amazing. And Felicia was one of them. So thank you so much for joining us on the podcast or TV show, depending on. Here, Vicky Asato says, I still watch a lot of broadcast TV, like the Chicago shows and Abbott Elementary. Ooh. Oh, look, Ellen, you're always so nice. Andy, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, Rick has a question. How can you make a 3G phone still work when they make only 4G towers?
Use it on Wi-Fi, I guess. I have no idea.
Wow, there you go. Okay, and Darlene says, I'm watching Andy and James on the big screen TV here. It's like watching a movie. Oh, then, those videos look great, the ones we put on before, too. Oh, I'm glad, Darlene. Who listening? Felicia Nichols. Aloha, Felicia from Tennessee. A hammer? What does that got to do with anything? And then she's speaking some kind of weird. Devin, she's one of our moderationists too. So, how scary is that? She's the whack-a-mole.
She's got the hammer.
The hammer! You nailed it. Did you do that on purpose, or was that accidental?
And when you said I nailed it, did you do that on purpose?
Hey.
Man, you know what? You've always been on another level.
I need to say
No,
something
you
or
make
else
magic
I'm
happen.
screwed.
You better. You better jump in there.
I might be screwed.
James Money, suit up!
Didn't fit. It didn't. I'm in the wrong.
Show him the pinky. Just show him the pinky. That's all you got to do. I'll practice. God fun it. He broke his pinky during football practice. When was that, in college?
Yeah, in like 93.
Okay.
Wow.
But he says it's crooked, but it's always looked like that to me, so I don't think it's crooked. It just doesn't look like the others.
Well, you're used to looking at it.
Yeah, that's true.
It kind of shoots off there by the.
It does a little, but that's a quirk. That's
Yeah. It's
something
not
to
a
be proud
bug. It's a feature. Oh, and look at here. Ellen says, Ryan, I like your shirt color. Cool.
Well, thank you. They're all green.
They're all green. And he does that so that, the people who have green screens hate him.
Oh yeah, I disappear. It's pretty good.
But what was it? Huh? What was that?
We're all looking at our pinkies now.
We're looking at fingers. That reminds me of this bit I used to do. Hey, you like to see one Samoan shaka? Hey, how's that? Hey, how's that?
Actually, it would be 2 thumbs.
No, that's the Portuguese shaka. Okay, let's do another segment here and make television.
There's a good question for, I guess, when we go to television.
Which one?
Mark Christensen.
Oh, Mark Christensen can get Chat GPT speak Pidgin. Oh, it'll do anything you want it to. Are you kidding?
That's a good question. I've not tried that.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, challenge. I'm going to mark that, and we're going to ask you when we're on television, just because I love to see you get stumped. Oh, that's a cool way to break a finger. Broke mine doing laundry. Very uncool. Wow. What, you're checking pockets?
Yeah.
Every woman who does laundry going, oh, what? I got to check pockets.
Well, sometimes you score.
Yeah, but sometimes you get that ball of lint that used to be a receipt. Hey, doesn't your head just float around on the green screen? Yes.
Yeah. Especially with a green shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go do more TV.
Click.
Okay.
3.
Huh?
Segment 3.
Oh, it's 3 already?
Yeah.
Time sure flies when you're having fun. What do you say? Okay.
And then Mo'ocam.
Okay, Mo'ocam. And let's do 3. This is segment 3.
Yep.
And then I go here. And then I start the timer and say, and we are back. Can you believe it, James? We didn't get canceled during the commercial break.
I was hoping, but I guess I got to come back.
It's Ryan Ozawa. That's why they came back. That's
the
why they
guest.
didn't cancel us.
It's always the guest.
It's the guest.
Yeah.
You know, it's when we're on by ourselves that we need to worry.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, let's have Ryan on every show.
I would love that.
I go, well, I don't know that he would, but you know. In fact, let's look at to see if he's still on camera, because he may have just run for the door. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully Ryan Ozawa is still here.
Hey.
Oh, thank you. I was
That's a
scared.
surefire way to get canceled, though, is to have me on every week. That's right.
we can talk about regenerating the oscillator amplitudes.
That's
Anyway,
right. As everyone who's been to a party knows, the longer you talk to the geek, the more you want to leave. So
Not me, man. That's my favorite people.
yeah, you know, James used to do tech support. You ever do that?
yeah, I mean that's front lines. That's the real way to learn the best and worst of humanity.
Yes. That's when I used to see him regularly. I was working in the same building, and he knew I was doing help desk for this company that I was working at.
Oh,
And
that's
you're right. You're right. It is the worst. Because
no, I remember in the when the computers had those CD drives that used to come out, and you put the CD in it, and someone said, "Hey, my cup holder broke." They put a cup in there, and when it tried to retract, oh my goodness! What is
Well,
the
the
dumbest?
longer
ahead.
you are in tech support, the more likely you're going to find other things that people try to put into slots. So just
You know, when I was fixing copy machines, before I got into comedy, this lady says, "Our machine is squeaking." And I said, "Well, unplug it." She says, "We did unplug it. It's still squeaking." What? I go down there, open up the cover. A mouse is caught in one of the belts. Yeah, I went, I'm going into comedy. I don't think I like
the
this.
plug in
too
the
much.
machine, but it's more the rodent in the machine.
So, how is your family? Your children must be so big now. We watch them grow up on the internet. Your daughter.
Yeah, I was just reading. You know, my wife and I were writing online before they were even born, and then
Yeah.
I wrote from the delivery room where my first daughter was born, and they even wrote some blog entries as they were kids, and now they're 25, 20, and 18. So they're way past the cute stage. They're way past the smelly and sweaty stage. They're
Yeah.
almost at the can take care of and feed themselves stage. So
The smelly and sweaty stage.
that's a very you'll know when you hit that stage as a parent.
Oh,
Totally.
I've raised 2 teenagers. What are
There
you
you
kidding?
go. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, my stages. One of my stages are the "I didn't ask to be born" stage.
Oh, well, yeah, that's up there for sure.
The door slamming stage. Remember that one? Oh, and then you know, at the height of my popularity, my daughter, we'd drive up to the school. Okay, let me off here. I'll walk the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Because that's unfair. I mean, the number one reason why people have children is not to perpetuate their legacy, not to, well, maybe to have someone change the TV station back before there were remote controls, but it's specifically so that they humiliate you when they're young and then you humiliate them when they're old. So when they say stuff like, please don't dance in public or please don't, sing Roxanne at the top of your lungs, that's exactly what we're going to do. That's what we were working toward.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's called revenge.
What was funny is that when I would see him in the building that we both worked at, and then because I follow him on social media, in the elevator, his daughter was going up to your office, and me not forgetting that I'm a huge person, walks into the elevator and go, "Hey, I know you," and she has no idea who I am. And I go, "I know your dad," and then still not clicking in my head. I was like, "Well, I should explain first."
I know you.
I know your dad.
Oh man! Here, Auntie Bagel has a good one. She says a coworker was helping my mom with her putter, or with her computer, I guess. He gave her some instructions and told her to hit any key. Wait for it. I don't have an any key. We all know that one, right? The any key.
Well, Kate did come to me the day you met her in the elevator, and I'm not saying this says anything about how big you are, James, because she is also a very tiny person. Yeah. But it was, I would say, a formative experience that you will never forget.
Look, Hawaiian 5-0 says, Andy, what? You still get the hammer? Yeah, I know, but it might not work on Ryan. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it didn't. It's not showing. Wait, hold on. Let me see it. Let me try again. No, I have an animation of a hammer that comes and hits you on the head.
It's okay. It happens to all of us as we get older.
Yeah, well, I do it to myself when I'm on.
You don't need to know about that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ryan. He just saved my career. Did you see that?
Well, it's strange that the two comedians on this show, and the tech guy is funnier than both of us.
Funnier looking, I will attest to.
He has better punchlines than we do today.
That's because he's exercised his mind working on all those computers.
Hey,
when we come back, Ryan, and you can touch upon it here, we have about 1 minute and 30 left in this segment, but updating phones, right? I used to update every year, the old iPhone thing. Yeah, get into it. There you go, right there. I want to ask about, how do you make that decision? For me, it's all about if the camera is, exponentially better, then I might go to the next one. What is it for you?
Well, I am one of the people who always have to have the newest things. So many of the manufacturers now make it so you can sign up and just get them automatically. You just pay them every month. You barely feel it in your wallet. That's not true.
Oh, you just automatically.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, they all want the subscription revenue. They just want to get money from you every month now.
Oh, I have this terrible habit of just buying it, and then I hold it for 2 years or 3 years, and then.
Yeah, well, my kids used to enjoy inheriting my old ones, but when you do these subscription services, you got to mail them back the old ones. So now my kids have to fend for themselves. They don't get to inherit.
No. Not that.
Not that.
I liked it better when Dad was a full-blown geek and threw technology away. We'll be right back with more of Ryan Ozawa talking tech. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
No go away. And that's 3.
Three down.
Backslated 3. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, another comedian in there. Kanoy La'a.
Huh? Oh,
Kanoy
here.
La'a. Yep.
Kanoy La'a. Hey, how's it, everyone? Hi, Kanoy. And have you worked with her?
It was a long time ago. I haven't seen her in around the
A long
scene in a
time.
while. Yeah.
Kanoy, are you still working? We know while Ryan drinks his label out thing. Huh? There we go.
Makes me thirsty for one of these Hawaii volcanic waters.
I still have an old defunct Palm Pilot. Oh my goodness. Remember when the Palm Pilots came out, Ryan?
I loved them. They were so cool.
I did too.
It's funny because my friend who's a tech also has the Pixel for his phone.
Yeah. What made you choose the Pixel?
Who are you asking? Oh, me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm always asking you.
Okay, well, it's one of the only pure Android phones. Every other, and please don't ever buy a Samsung. I know everybody loves Samsung. It's the most
Yeah.
popular, but they're all using sort of corrupted, tweaked versions of the operating systems. And for all we know, eventually the South Koreans are going to be spying on us too. So just forget all that stuff. So when you get a Pixel, it's the pure, unadulterated cocaine. I mean, Android operating system.
So don't give your Pixel phone to bears. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, don't let them eat your phone. They'll go crazy.
So Pixels have not been stepped on.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
there you go. Micro Center in Hawaii. Oh, what is that mean?
Classic.
Oh, there we go. Happy Aloha Friday, everyone. That's from Daniel there. Ann Ware says, I was so excited that a device might help keep me organized. Oh, she's still talking about the Palm Pilot. Tried them all, but Apple is now the one. And Pulani in all her glory. What?
Yeah, me too. I'm the same sentiments with the Samsung.
We're about there.
While I'm holding my Samsung, looking at it like, what?
Right. Well, Samsung with TikTok on it is China squared.
Maybe.
So I'm the leak.
Maybe.
So I'm the leak.
You're the leak.
You're Snowden again.
Yeah. Man, so there's people in China and Korea that are using my jokes.
Right there.
Is that what's happening?
Right. And
You're
especially
generating all of the gross domestic value coming out of those countries right now.
Right.
So somewhere over there, somebody's talking about Samoans.
Or they're saying, look how big I am and I got a 6X shirt. In China, I'm sure that's happening.
But I'm sure they're well hydrated with Hawaii volcanic water.
Or Hawaiian sun. All of a sudden we go to China, everybody's wearing a green shirt. Hey, what the hell? What the heck is going on here? I don't know. Something about green. Green is good. You more smart if you wear green. Okay.
My phone's coming up for time to get
Upgrade?
a new phone. Yeah, because the battery's not holding as long.
Oh.
So now I'm thinking maybe I should go with the Pixel.
You know, I have an old iPhone, and in fact, it was right over here until just recently. I guess it fell on the ground.
It's not the one that you're using as a camera?
Yeah, I was trying to use it as a camera. Well, no, this is my iPhone 13 here that I use as a camera, right? In fact, I can shift it over so you can see the chat a little better, you know, and that's what I do with that one. I know, these old phones hanging around. I got to tell you, I busted out. This iPad right here, that's 10 years old. This one here. I mean, and it doesn't do anything. I use it only for looking at text messages during the show. We call it the bat phone. Okay. I have a Motorola. Ai no ke ia. Ha ha ha. What? Motorola,
the Razor? Is it the Razor?
The flip phone. Remember when everyone had the flip phone?
Yeah.
And all the Filipinos were up in arms. Why do you call it that?
I liked it because it had that thing where you just go. like you're cool, like Captain Kirk.
Like a switchblade.
Communicator. Totally.
Yeah.
The Star Tap.
Why are we here on this planet?
And then you can actually hang up. You're like, you know what? I don't even care. Slam.
What? Very satisfying.
Yeah.
Very satisfying.
Can't hang up the phone like how we used to back in the days.
That's why in movies they gotta throw the phone.
Yeah.
You know, wait a minute, it's $1,400, man. I'm not tossing this puppy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do another segment and then
4.
Okay, we're clicking to 4. Yep. We're here 4. Wow, we only have 9 more to do.
Yeah.
Look at this here. It's Frank Martinez. Costco Downey had cases of Fuji water, $24. But it included a ticket to Fiji, didn't it?
Is it Fiji or Fuji? It must be Fiji. You're right.
Yeah, he meant Fiji water.
See, that's what I mean. The misspelled words, you read it correctly.
That's the advantage of being dyslexic. There are no misspellings.
Because I'm looking at him, I was like, Fiji, it says Fuji.
I know. I used to say, I'm more confused than a dyslexic and a spelling bee. Anticipatory. Hold on. Thank you. I'm out of here. Good night. Okay. Andy, I still have my Moto flip phone. I am not worthy.
The razor.
Does it still work? Do you use it? Oh, man. Maybe we can get together because, I could bring my pager. 911, call me. Okay. Are you, should we do this?
Yeah.
He's giving me this look like we're losing Ryan fast, man. Come on. Let's do more.
Yeah. By the time this episode is up, there'll be 3 new phones out.
Ryan will get a new one. He's automatic. He's hold on. I got to go to the door. I got a new.
Amazon has just shipped 3 more new phones for me.
Okay. This is 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, 4. We should have a golf club for this one. We should have a bonsai for tree, a golf club for 4.
I like it.
And a peace sign for 2, right? Oh.
And then a nickel bag for 5.
A Nickelback. I love that band.
Oh, yeah.
They're a good band. Yeah. That's what he was talking about, internet people. Okay. Now I'm going to click this and I'm going to say, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, James nailed it when he said, don't you hate it when you have 2 comedians on as co-hosts and the guest is funnier? No, I don't. I like it. In fact, let's bring him back on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ryan Ozawa. How you, brother?
Good. Great to still be here.
Any new phones show up,
during
UPS during the commercial break?
The iPhone 20, I think, is it's out for delivery. Just hold on.
I think everything's holograms now, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you don't even touch it.
You know what I like about Amazon deliveries? You can create your own Christmas. It's like, okay, 8 more days and it should be here. Nowadays,
you get to the point where you're buying something every day, and then you get home and you're like, you have no idea what's coming anymore. You surprise yourself. Like, hey, pass me. What were you thinking? It's pretty good.
Ryan, I think you're one of the few people with that problem in today's economy.
That's my sister. She's like, I'm not sure, but something arrived today. And I bring her the box and go, what's in it? Is it? I don't know. I have so many things on its way.
No, really?
Well, because Amazon ships free. So it's not like where before you say, okay, I got to make a list of what I'm going to buy and put it all in one box. Now it's just ship that. Tomorrow I'll buy something else, ship that.
Hi, JoJo girl. She says, hi there, Andy Bumatai. Andy Bumatai. We were joking about how if I went Hawaiian, I would Bumatai. We could put an okina in front of Ozawa.
That's right. Irish Hawaiian.
What is the worst mispronunciation of your name you've ever heard?
I mean, I couldn't even. Basically, people think my name is Brian Ogawa. Basically,
Hey, you're preaching to the choir. People say my name wrong all the time, so I get it.
Where do they get Brian Ogawa? I just
because there are more Brians than Ryans and more Ogawas than Ozawas, I guess.
man, what? You never grow up Pearl City.
Right, exactly.
That's where James grew up.
Well, hey, whoa, 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 whoa.
No, look at it. Defensive, defensive.
I grew up in Aiea.
Oh, yeah.
I live in Pearl City now, but I grew up in Aiea.
Oh, you grew up in Aiea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like me saying, hey. It's like me saying Andy from Nanakuli. Yeah. You like fight now.
No, close enough. Oh.
Yeah, I grew up across the street from the Watercress Farm in Pearl Ridge.
Oh, awesome. I grew up at the top of Kaonohi Street. The street that goes up past Anna Miller's. Yeah.
I think Brooke lives up there, Brooke Lee.
Not now.
Well, now it's like $1 million neighborhood. It wasn't when I was up
there. Well, no, I think her parents had a house up there. She lives with them or something. Oh, yeah. Wow, $1 million house. Hey, $1 million house, that's just in Hawaii, that's called a house.
Yeah, that's a shack.
Yeah, I live in Mililani here, and people are, they just got their tax bills. I guess they're starting to, you know how many people are going, no way, no, I'm not paying the tax on this. This thing is,
Yeah, I live in Mililani too, and everyone's all panicking. I mean, when my mom bought this place, it was $219, right? And now it's assessed probably just under $800. Yeah. But if it's a single family home, guaranteed over $1 million.
You're gonna love this. The guy next door to me bought his house $35,000.
Wow.
When it when they first started building Mililani and my street, which is like extended neighborhood now, he says that's where people used to come to throw their rubbish because it was all and he goes, because when I bought, same thing, and he goes, and how much did you pay? I told him, he almost fell over.
Right.
Wow. Well, what did you pay? He goes, $35,000, and I thought, I would shut up. I'm out of here.
Right. That's a nice mid-sized car now, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, he still lives there, but he's having some health issues. He's an older guy, of course, because he's been here in Mililani, the planned community, since 1968.
All-American City, 1989.
Is that when they created Mililani? Was it 89? That's when they
won the Civic Planning Award.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but back when he bought his for $35,000, he only had Kamehameha Highway, right? And H2.
Yep. No H2.
They didn't have H2 to
I don't know. I was not
lots of pineapple.
Hey, Brian, do people ever come to you when they're thinking about a certain type of technology, whether it be an online store or a gizmo or whatever, and ask your advice?
Absolutely. And I think one of the advantages of being as obnoxious as I am is that I have such a broad network of people I can refer people to. So usually people so I don't even know if there's a word for what I want, but this is what I want. And I'll be like, oh yeah, go talk to Andy.
Thank you. You're the reason. Has anything you suggested ever come to fruition?
Oh, many. I mean, actually, one of my favorite things to do is to encourage people to become Andy and James, become content creators, become podcasters, become writers, become, the dregs of society. That's what I want everyone to aim for. So I consider it a great accomplishment, the number of people who started writing online or podcasting or vlogging on YouTube, basically sharing their voice and telling their story. And that's really one of my passions.
Well, Kehaulani here wants to know, I have a tech question for Ryan. When you're at Starbucks, do you get better Wi-Fi reception with or without tinfoil on your head?
I'll have to test that theory. And I think I can probably borrow the tinfoil from them.
Well, I have some political friends who have tinfoil hats, and we could try those.
Yeah, tinfoil window covering it's pretty good.
What about security in some of those places to get cereal for just a second?
Sure, I love stereo. You know, don't use public Wi-Fi as the number one piece of recommendation. Is number one recommendation. So even though Starbucks or Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf or whatever gives you free Wi-Fi, you probably shouldn't use it without either scrambling your own connection with a VPN, and there's some nice acronyms for you, VPN, or
Virtual
just
private network.
very good, or you just connect it to your phone and use your phone's network.
That's what I do. And a lot of plans include a certain amount of that in your
Yeah,
plan.
the tethering. Yep, yep.
Wow. Okay. Well, I tell you what. That's a good subject. When we come back for segment 5, let's talk a little bit about ways to keep yourself safe. Because you hear about these people that can scan your phone while it's in your pocket, and that sort of nightmare scenario. All right, gang. We'll be right back with more of our special guest, Ryan Ozawa, tech guy, when we come back. No go away.
Like how we completely freeze as you do the outro. That's pretty impressive.
What did you say?
We freeze.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna love this one here, Ryan. One time, he and I, when we were on this shot, right? But let's show him the freeze. We went, we'll be right back after this. And we kept it through the whole commercial break. And when we came back, we went, are we back yet? Oh man, I'm getting a cramp. Can we let go? Yeah, let's do it now. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. We are here to thumb our nose at regular television.
So what is thumb our nose? I've never heard that before. That term, thumb our nose at something. So
You thumb
Really?
your nose? You've never heard that? But from Samoa.
actually, I'm from
I think that was in Shakespeare, wasn't it?
No, it isn't. You know, dump you. You know, one time I was in a true story. One time I was in Chicago and I was at this restaurant, right? Because when I was a road monster doing stand up, and I'm in this restaurant in Chicago, and my chin was itchy.
Oh,
Yeah, and I start doing this. I'm in the restaurant and I'm scratching my chin like this, and this guy at the bar looks at me. What's your problem, pal? Huh? What? What's this? What's this? Huh? I don't understand.
you gotta say come here when you scratch. You gotta,
Oh, evidently this is
come.
Don't do that in Italian.
It means I think there's too much water in the pasta, and they get very upset with that. Okay, let's see. I bought a big house with a great yard in Hackensack for $48,000 cash because the owner was old and wanted to go into assisted living.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Good deal if you can get it.
Yeah, man, I got to tell you. I mean, and the kids, today, how they're going to come up with a down payment without the help of their parents, I don't know. Which means, people like us are, we work all our lives to get equity in our house so we can sell it and split it up among our kids and they can all buy 1-bedroom houses in Nanakuli. The Italian salute. Oh, is that what they call it, Gary?
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Probably was Shakespeare reminded me of biting. I bite my thumb at you. Do you bite your thumb at me? I bite my thumb at you.
Really?
That was out of Shakespeare. Was that Mercutio in
Hamlet.
Was it Hamlet?
I think it was Hamlet. Yeah.
I thought it was no. Mercutio was in the lover one.
Romeo and Juliet. You're
Romeo
right.
and Juliet. Remember, not so wide as a church door, but enough to hurt any man. He was the guy for me. Let's talk about Mercutio.
I'm gonna start doing that now.
I bite my thumb at you. Okay, anyway, let's do this. Do you bite
5.
your? Okay.
5.
Okay, I'm going to 5, and then we're going to go here. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about some things you can do to keep yourself secure.
Sure.
because there's like ATM theft now, the scanning of phones while they're in your pocket, the whole Wi-Fi thing,
Scams.
Wow. And not only that, airdrop accidentally. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We'll go here. This is come on, mole cam 5. Look at the size comparison of our hands, Ryan. Okay, thank you. We go here, and then this is segment 5, and I start it. Man, I gotta tell you, folks, if you're not joining us at some time or another, you're missing out on what goes on during the commercial break. And you can join us 5 days a week, 3 p.m.
Hawaii Standard Time
on Twitch,
Facebook,
YouTube,
Twitter,
LinkedIn.
And
I win. Well, we're on most major platforms, so please join us, and you can be part of the Hamajang Gang. And then you see, look at this here. See this is the chat that people, they want to ask questions, and then it says here, look here, see Romeo and Juliet. That's what we were talking about during the break. And when I click on it, guess what? It shows up on the screen. That's what that's all about. But the important thing, oops, I don't know what happened there. I have to go to here because I messed up something. We have a special guest, and he's our tech guy that is often used on a lot of the TV shows. So let's ask him about tech security. I wish I had some ominous music. Ryan Ozawa. How's it, Ryan?
Good to be here, and now everyone's going to fall asleep. This is the nap time portion of the podcast.
This is the most important. This is what I went to college for.
Well, the people on the East Coast will appreciate it because it's getting late for them. Honey, I can't sleep. Put on the Daily Pidgin. I think they're going to do tech talk. Oh, perfect.
Do not listen while operating heavy machinery.
See? He's funnier than us.
That's great. Hey, no. Now, I've heard that people can scan your phone with a device while it's in your pocket, unbeknownst to you. Is that still a thing?
Well, everything going wireless, you can certainly get information from almost any device. I mean, you probably have a credit card that has an RFID radio transmitting chip, but your phone has one, NFC it's called. Nowadays, your things in your pocket and on your body are connecting to each other without you even knowing. If you thought Bluetooth was complicated, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Man, and is there anything you can do? Like I had a friend, this is almost embarrassing, he would wrap his phone in like tin foil or something. And is there anything you can do?
If you're that concerned about security, you shouldn't have a smartphone, first of all. Also, if you do need to be off the radar, you should be using cash and not credit cards. But, they do make wallets that block RFID signals if that's a specific concern of yours. So while it's in your wallet, it has a little Faraday cage that keeps anything from going in and out. Of course, that means you'll have to take things out of your wallet to use it. I personally like having all of those radar chips in my wallet so I can just put my wallet up against something and it'll do what I want it to do.
And what about like the Apple wallets, like the one, you have it on your watch, and it uses a different number than is actually on your credit card. Is it that much safer?
So those are always actually more secure because it's a layer of an abstraction between your physical card and the account. I still feel that technology makes things more secure, although we feel less and less secure with technology these days. But we're talking about, getting way past the day where you used to have to put a credit card on a roller machine to get a physical imprint of the bumpy numbers on it. That was insecure.
That was insecure. Or Or people complain about, security, and then they give their credit card to some pimple-faced waiter who takes it in the back for 15 minutes and comes back. Okay, here you go.
Exactly. Well, and that's the good thing. Like, for example, the credit card skimmers on ATMs and gas machines. Now you just use the chip on your card. You don't put anything in. That's not bad. That's an improvement. And now that everybody's using mobile terminals at restaurants, you can pay for your dinner at the table with your card, sometimes without having to deal with a pesky human at all. And, that's actually an improvement of them saying, I will take your card into some mysterious place and you'll get it back in about 4 minutes and you'll have no idea what happened while it was gone.
But when you use an ATM and you use the the touchless thing and you lay your card up there, you need to remember to close the transaction. So many people get up there and use that thing, okay, and they get their cash, they walk off, and now the thing's sitting, and the guy behind them can go in and take money out because they forgot to. Would you like another transaction? Yes.
Right.
And the bank won't reimburse you for that because there's the you can't be an idiot clause.
Right, you're a dummy clause, totally.
Yeah. Is there any other kind of security that we should be concerned about? Like, take for instance, you're on a plane.
Right. Well, I mean, broadly, the more you can keep on your body, the better. There are still people that leave their laptops in a coffee shop when they go next door for a Jamba Juice or whatever. And, I think that a lot of people are overly secure in physical security. They think the technical or electronic or code security is going to protect them. But having physical access to your devices, your phone, your wallet, your laptop, that's really where a great deal of mayhem happens. So you're just going to have to keep your stuff about you. Airplanes are tough because you're not going to take all that stuff into the tiny little closet sized bathroom, but and of course we talked earlier about using free Wi-Fi or public Wi-Fi systems. You want to avoid doing that whenever you can.
Here we have Mad Statter, who has her own channel on YouTube and Twitch, and she says, I called a client to get payment from her, and she was on a subway and started to read her credit card number to me over the phone. I stopped her once I realized she was in public. People don't think.
Yeah, and actually the need for that sort of transaction is what's going to go away, right? Because now it's like, just send me a Venmo.
Yeah.
Or whatever the kids are using these days.
And, the credit, I mean, I'm referring to a news item that we editorialized about how the older folks they get targeted with these emails that say click this link or send your this, or saying, what's your advice to them?
Oh my gosh. Actually, that's probably where I started. That's on me. I mean, email phishing, suspicious or compromised links in email is number one, hands down, across the board, the way any fraud happens. So as much as you're worried about putting tinfoil around your wallet, clicking a link in your email since 1998 has been the number one way that people get taken advantage of. So I don't know what to say other than never click the links in an email. It seems impossible not to do, but that's what you should put into your head. Don't trust the link in an email. It's number one. It's how entire countries go down. It's how nuclear refining factories in Iran go down. Some moron somewhere in the system is on a link.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Just talking about it took this segment down. We'll be right back after this. Don't go away. Good stuff, Ryan. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of companies get compromised. Is somebody in the company.
Oh yeah, it's
checked an
upside
email.
Down 5. Right?
Yeah, checked an email and clicked the link, and then next thing you know, the whole company is.
I don't know what happened, but this was our 2-shot here, and now it's become the scam for some reason. I don't know why. And it just happened, you know what I mean? That's why I was going to this one with our names. I know. So I have to come back to this now when we come back. Okay, let me switch this. This next segment is only
6:30.
6:30, right? So let me change that. The Tech Many Hoonies attack whenever they like. Okay, and I'm going to 6:30 on this. And this is, okay, I'm going to reset. Boom. There we go. And let's see. Ooh, account is closed. I get 5 of those a day. Oh yeah. See, a Watts here. A Watts 45. Ryan is saying now. Now it's in Messenger. I get Amazon account is closed. I get 5 of those in one day. I'm getting a lot of that spam stuff on text. Hi. You know,
right.
found this video. Is this you in it? You know, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I don't reply to a lot of those, and just I if it's email, I just report spam. And even if it's wrong, I say, oh well.
Yeah. Oh,
well.
Well, I just delete it. You know, I mean, it's just, and especially if you know, even if it's from a friend, hey, would you vote for me? I'm up for, you know, the influencer of the year. Unfriend.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know how to change your password, you nut.
Yeah, because I saw they're also getting your social media, like Instagram, for example. Like you get sent a link, and then, or they send you they ask you for your phone number, then they text you the link, and then you click it, and then they get all your information from your social media. And
that's what happened to that guy that we you know, did that feature on. You know, and here, you know, Medium 7 Up from Boston says, yeah, getting that your package was not delivered. Now that might confuse somebody like Ryan because he gets a lot of packages, but me, I'm like, no, I can't afford that.
I never ordered nothing. Yeah.
I never order nothing. Unfun it. Okay. All right. So let's see. On the anything you want to cover in this last segment? And again, this one's only 6.5 minutes long.
Well, you mentioned ChatGPT and Pidgin. Apparently, it can do it. But
really,
just if you're curious about that, yes.
Oh, okay. We can talk about that. And let's see. I'm just thinking, you know, on the television side, you know, more tips that people can do to keep themselves a little more secure. We can talk about the, you know, it used to be emails, but now it's Messenger, it's text messaging, you know, and all that, right? So you just have to be diligent, I guess, right?
Yep.
Oof.
Definitely.
Are you a gamer, Ryan, or is it just tech devices that you like?
Yeah, I should be into games, but I don't know. Nothing
not enough
really
time.
appeals to me.
Me either.
Well, it's just not enough time to sit at a game for hours. You just waste a
Well,
lot
especially
of time.
the games that are like, let's explore this giant universe of characters. I'm like, no, give me some blocks that fall down and I have to line them up. I bet that's about as complicated as I'm willing to get. Oh, by the way, the Tetris movie coming out in 3 weeks. You do know the Hawaii connection to that show.
Well, let's talk about
game.
that. Let's talk about that when you come back. Okay. Okay, so let's go to here, and then we go.
Gang sign.
Okay. Oh, this is the gang sign. Yeah, this is 6. Okay, this is 6. We got that here, and then I have to go to this cam because the other one no work anymore. Gun fun it, I know. And then I'm gonna start this, and I'm gonna say, "Can you believe it, James? This is segment 6.
Oh, we made it.
We made it. We have Ryan Ozawa, our guest, to thank for that.
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, he is the tech guy. We've been talking tech, and we've been talking security concerning tech. So let's bring Ryan back on. How's it, brother? Thanks for being
Very good.
here.
If you're still awake, you're level 2. Very good. Congratulations.
Yeah, I need more ammo. I need more ammo. Hey, you know, we were talking about security, okay? It used to be email. I mean, it still is. Email is the primary way they get into your, you know, psyche and accounts and such. But I'm seeing it on Messenger. I'm seeing it on text. The next thing, you know, the kid next door will be passing me a note. Hey, is this you in this video? How do you avoid it?
Well, that's the tough part. And actually, I think one of my current pet peeves is the proliferation of inboxes, right? We have too many inboxes to check now. I want them all pointed into one place rather than having to check my WhatsApp, my Telegram, my Signal, my Facebook Messenger, my Instagram Messenger, my Twitter inbox, there's too many places where these things come.
So true.
we talk a lot about the importance of multi-factor or two-factor security, which is good. Do that. That's recommendation number
I
one,
do it.
where it's like connect your this account with a password to this account with a code that you have to put in every time you log in. It's a pain in the butt. Inconvenience and security are on the same side of the spectrum. Convenience and insecurity go together.
Yeah.
But now, unfortunately, that's what you're seeing. You're seeing they're going to move to sending you a Instagram message and get your text number so they can text you something, and then that link takes you to a site that compromises your login information on one of the websites, and they know you're on Instagram because you answered their message on Instagram, so they can go after your Instagram credentials. It's crazy. They can come at a single target from 6 different angles.
Darlene S. says, thanks for the help, Ryan, for someone who isn't tech savvy. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. And you mentioned during the break the Tetris movie. How geeky is that?
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm not a gamer. You would think I would be. Most tech people are. That's my son and his wife met in virtual reality game, but I'm not really a gamer. And I was saying,
me either.
The last time I remember getting excited or addicted to something was Tetris, like in 1990, right? But the most interesting thing about that in terms of pop culture is that Apple TV funded a dramatic reenactment of the discovery of Tetris and the bringing of it to the Western market, and the fact that it became the biggest thing in the world. And the reason why that's important for the Daily Pigeon is that the person who did that, the person who sight unseen with no plan whatsoever flew himself to Russia and started knocking on doors to find the guy who made Tetris to license it, is in Hawaii, lives in Hawaii, and started businesses in Hawaii and runs Tetris from Hawaii.
Was it James?
Exactly. But I just spoiled the movie. Spoiler alert.
Wow. You know what? And only a true geek would look at Tetris and go, that would make a great movie.
No, they've made movies for Pac-Man and Battleship, and I mean, they're not good movies, but clearly you can make a movie out of any game.
Man, I was addicted to Tetris.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. Too. You know who? Michael W. Perry.
Really?
Addicted to it. He was doing it in between takes on KSSK. And they're like, what are you doing? Oh, it's Tetris, man. Watch out.
Yeah. It was big on the original Nintendo, and it was why the Game Boy took off as much as it did.
I would see shapes when I walked around.
Oh, no.
Dream.
Like,
you would dream about Tetris.
Yeah, the L could fit here. The box could fit here.
Look at here. Mad Statter says, I was a total Tetris addict. Which brings me to this question, Ryan. Are you ever asked by people how they can kick their tech habits?
Yeah, I mean, there are many people who go through cleanses, social media cleanses, and I recommend them. I mean, it's like you're probably never going to get away from them, but just like how you have to take a vacation from work, or at least you should. I never did. You can take a break, and don't make a dramatic announcement about it. Don't try to impress your friends saying, I am logging off Facebook and I'll see all you losers later. But just disappear. Just take that day, delete all of your social media apps, and spend a couple of weeks not participating. And you're going to feel better. You're going to realize the kind of pressures and dopamine hits you've been chasing when somebody likes your post. And you're going to think a lot more clearer. Chances are you're going to get sucked back in, like in the Godfather, but you can at least take a break. I would definitely recommend making that part of your one of your objectives or your New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, that's funny because, like you say, with those people that like announcing, "Oh, I haven't had a drink in 2 days," or it's like they're that kid who goes, "I'm running away from home."
Well, it is, but it is a real problem. Take, for instance, right here. Look at here, a Watts 45. I'm addicted to this show. Always got to be home at 5.
That's an addiction, all right. You might want to consult a physician if the swelling persists.
The swelling
does not go down in 3 hours. Hey, Ryan, thank you so much for being here. Really, I know you were a little reluctant in the beginning, going, "Oh, wow, what the heck's going on?" But I think it turned out great, don't you, James?
Awesome, loved it.
I loved it. It's good to be podcasting again.
Thanks for watching. Aloha.
All right, aloha.
That was awesome. He was,
Woo! Okay.
He's frozen. He's frozen.
Huh?
He was frozen.
Yeah. Well, he's freezing because
if he come back, he might still be frozen.
No, he's
there he
not.
is.
No, he's not. He was doing us.
Yeah.
Us being frozen. Well, there you go, gang. Oh, look, Shakalaka stuck at a traffic light. Shaka is our geeky, and she's my geeky partner. And in fact, you're gonna love this one. Okay, she says, I said, yeah, I've been doing this for a while. In fact, I have an Osborne up there, right up there. And she goes, you got an Osborne? You don't have the boot disc, do you? I went, yeah, I got it. It's still in the machine. And she goes, oh man, I got a friend who's like, no, I'm not sending that anywhere. You know what that would be like to find a new boot disc on an Osborne? Oh my God. But and here's another one of my geeky stories. Do you remember the compact? I think it was the 10, and the front dropped out of it, and you right. So I'm schlepping that all over the country, and when I was doing stand up, thinking I was so cool with my portable computer, right?
It was.
And I walk into this plane, and this flight attendant says, excuse me, sir, would you like me to stow your sewing machine?
Pretty good.
I went, oh, there you go. Okay, cool. I remember that when I got that, I was doing some work with Compact, and they said, well, do you want the 10 megabyte version or the 20 megabyte? And I remember saying, give me the 10. What am I going to do with 20 megabytes?
And look at you now.
Oh man. Well, they got SD cards now with 128
terabyte
gigs and stuff on it. Yeah. Well, you figure what I'm creating here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just every day is, we create, 200 megs of 200 gigs of content that I have to store somewhere. So anyway, bro, you probably have a life and would like to lead it. So, anytime you feel like
well,
coming
thank you
back,
for having me. Yeah, I would.
Cool.
Yeah, and especially if you can, if you feel like just coming on doing one segment, reviewing the Tetris movie, so you don't have to, right? And just, hey, here's what's going on. We have a tech report from Ryan Ozawa. Please, bro, you got a friend who's got a podcast.
Sure. Well, I want you to remember that we're both in Mililani, so we don't have to do it remote either. But
you mean there's another way to do it? Really? You mean like IRL? Are you on the town side or are you a Mauka?
I'm by the high school.
Oh yeah, I'm right by the high school too. You could probably connect to this
antenna.
Wi-Fi network.
That you ordered on Amazon.
That I ordered on Amazon. It'll be here Tuesday. All right, bro. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you
us.
so much.
I really appreciate it, and thank everybody for watching. And all our moderationists. We had Devin and C Honda and Ann Ware. Thanks to Rick S. For sitting in for Nani. It's her birthday. Nani Aloha. She's our lead moderationist and associate producer, but it's her birthday. Yeah. So she's off pretending to have a life. And there's Ann clapping plenty. Pretty soon she'll be a graduate from that little class she's taken. So thanks, brah. Thanks, everybody.
Than't you, guys.
Aloha no. I'm going to poke the batin right now.
Have a good weekend.
Bye now.